Good day, you absolute legends. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and Santa brought you everything you wanted. But if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you all had a fantastic day nonetheless. Now, welcome to another edition of Cynical Thoughts, the completely unscripted program where I talk about my thoughts and feelings around No Man's Sky and or Hello Games in general. Now, today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is something that I've seen pop up on my comment section quite of a lot. Should mods be available for console players? Now, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of discussion about this. There's a lot of debate about this and a lot of pros and cons to why you would want this and probably why you really don't want this. But before we do get into today's video, as always, ladies and gentlemen, please leave me a like on this very video. It really helps me, helps the algorithm, and it helps the video. But also, don't forget as well to double check that you are indeed still subscribed to the channel. And if you need to resubscribe, please do resubscribe. Or if you've been watching me for a while and you like what I do, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button? You definitely will not regret it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right on into today's video. Okie dokie, so let's talk about mods. Mods in No Man's Sky have been available on PC through different websites that you can get them from for a very, very long time. Now, on PC only, they do allow you to expand the game past its vanilla capabilities. And it can show off the true sorts of nature that the engine is capable of running, especially when you put on mods that really do expand that kind of capability. But obviously mods come in a variety of different forms and different flavors, and it's not just pushing the engine of the game and the terrain generation and things like that to its absolute limits. There are other mods out there that fix a host of different bugs and problems that are currently in the game, but with a mod you can fix it. For example, there's a mod right now where you can go from the ground up into space, and normally, I don't know if anybody realizes, but sometimes when you go from the ground and then up through the layers of the atmosphere, and then just at the point of space, going from the transitional period between the planet that you're on and then actually into space, there's always that lag, that like few seconds of delay before then you technically connect to space. Well, there's a mod out there that fixes that. For example, where it's a completely seamless transition, and I've been using that mod for years, and it's one of those where mods can be an absolute delight. So with that said, should mods be available on console? Well, yes, but no. Now, this is where the bad parts of the mods come in. First of all, compatibility. Now, whenever you download a mod and it works fantastically, then yeah, it's great. But the literal next update that comes around for No Man's Sky, and updates, even just a patch update, and patch updates happen every week or a couple of weeks, and then obviously every big update or like good size update comes around every month or so, 2 months usually. Then it can actually break the mod entirely, stopping you completely from opening up your game in No Man's Sky. You can't even load it, and even sometimes, and I've had this happen to me, you can break your main save, and that is the biggest downfall with mods. Because unless you back up your saves as you kind of go along with mods, because with mods there's always a risk of this, always back up your saves anyway in case you do use mods on PC, then you do run into that risk. So there is a very, very big challenge that No Man's Sky would, well, should I say Hello Games would have for No Man's Sky in implementing mods that are guaranteed to work flawlessly no matter how many times they update. And that is a very, very big challenge for the team. But nonetheless, they would also have to update the mods or get the mod authors to update the mods per update cycle as well, which then brings me on to my next drawback with mods. Now, there are some mods out there And it happens to quite a lot. So someone puts out a new mod and it's the best thing anyone's ever seen. Everyone jumps on the bandwagon, downloads the mod, and, let's say it fixes a major problem that you had, or it gives you another side to No Man's Sky that no one's ever seen, and it's fantastic. Mods like that happen all the time. However, what happens all the time is the mod author releases the mod, and then you never hear from that guy ever again. He never updates the mod past that point. Or he might update it once or twice, but then that's it. You never hear of that person again. And, updates after updates, because remember, updates break mods, and they break virtually all the mods, and it's up then to the mod authors to go ahead and then update it for the new No Man's Sky update. I hope that makes sense. So when you don't hear of anybody for a while, it then means that mod is completely useless if it hasn't already completely break your game because they've not decided to update it. And the only way to unbreak the game is to delete the mod and pray when you then next launch No Man's Sky up, it hasn't completely ruined your save, which again happens all the time, and it has done to me plenty of times. So the big question here is, should mods be available for everyone, including on console? Now, for me, that's obviously a yes. I love mods, and I wish everybody could use mods, but also, I wouldn't say no per se, but I would say with some sort of caution behind it because of everything we've just spoken about. Now, I believe that Hello Games could do this, and we have seen studios do this in the past, like, for example, Bethesda with Oblivion, for example, have mods on console as well. And I remember back in the day, you could go ahead and download mods. It was fantastic. So it can be done. It really can be done. And it would have to be in a very official way where maybe Hello Games gets these offers with these mods that they really like. So obviously they just cherry pick the ones that they really like. Or maybe authors can just submit their own designs and ideas. And then maybe there's some sort of agreement between Hello Games and these authors to guarantee that whenever there's an update that comes out for No Man's Sky, the authors would obviously immediately update it so then it didn't ruin anybody's experience for a certain amount of time. So there would have to be some sort of back-end agreements so then it doesn't get overly too messy. But, I mean, at the end of the day, if that was to happen, then mods very well could be available on console, which then would dramatically change everyone's gaming experience because mods are flipping awesome. And on top of all that, there could be tools that Hello Games release to mod makers in order to really expand the possibilities of No Man's Sky. So if there's a function that you really want that's not available in the vanilla game, then you could have it with a mod. And that's what mods are all about. It's all about the community taking their hands on whatever they want to make for No Man's Sky in order to make that idea come to life, become possible, and then it's up to everybody else if they want to use it or not. And some people will use a mod, some people don't use mods. Me personally, I like using mods, and I use mods from time to time. I would say, in my personal opinion, I use mods about 30% of the time, 70% of the time I am stock vanilla. But mods are always something that I do look for, and I always like to pick the best ones. And as you know, I do show the best of the best of the best mods on the channel from time to time. But yeah, let me know your opinion about this in the comment section down below. Do you think that mods in No Man's Sky in general is a good idea? And do you think that mods for the console is a good idea? Let me know your thoughts and feelings about this in the comment section down below. You know what to do. But ladies and gentlemen, that's everything from me here today, and as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.